there, and welcome to Homo Politicus on Enterprise TV. Kingsley Bass is my name. Today we turn attention to one of the most fascinating yet controversial sagas in recent Nigerian history. That's the tussle for the Kano Emirship between two powerful figures, one Sanusi Lamido Sanusi and Aminu Ado Bayero. For centuries, the Kano Emirate has been a symbol of tradition, power, and influence in northern Nigeria. But sometime in 2020, it became the center of a dramatic struggle that captured the nation's attention. On one side stood Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, the outspoken and reform-minded former emir and former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, whose reign was marked by both controversy and acclaim. On the other hand, Aminu Ado Bayero, the son of a revered former emir and a man whose ascension to the throne, some say, represented a return to tradition amidst political maneuvering. And there's been a change of emirs as governors change in the state as well. So one governor comes, you have this emir there, another governor comes, has to change. That's been the story this past few years. From Sanusi Lamido Sanusi to Aminu Ado Bayero, and then back to Sanusi Lamido Sanusi II. What would follow that is court cases. The Court of Appeal in January is the latest to rule on the matter. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja nullified two separate judgments of both the Federal High Court in Kano and the State High Court in Kano, of course, that's the Kano State High Court, in respect of the litigation surrounding the Emirship of Kano. Now, with this latest litigation, does this mean Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is the authentic Emir of Kano? Well, let's talk the legal, cultural, and political dimensions of this royal saga, exploring the key events, the implications for the Kano Emirate, and the lessons for governance in Nigeria. One more time, welcome to Homo Politicus. You're live on Enterprise TV. Kingsley Bass is my name. I'm joined today virtually by a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, son of the soil in Kano. Let's have on the show today Badamasi Suleiman. Thank you so much for joining the show today.
Most welcome, bros.
Yes, thank you for being a part of the show. Well, let's get straight to that. Many persons are quite familiar with the history of the Kano Emirates, saga between Sanusi and Bayero. But with the latest development from the Court of Appeal, what's the implication of that litigation? Well, it is understood that that is being appealed at the Supreme Court. But what's the implication of that, and where does things, what does this mean for this entire, saga, or in this entire saga?
My straight answer to this is Sanusi Lamido Sanusi II remained the authentic emir of Kano Emirates. And it is important for you and for me and for everyone to know that it's only the House of Assembly of Kano State, as well as the Kano State government, that has the full power and authority to make a law that bring in the new emir as the now substantive emir in person of His Royal Highness Sanusi Lamido Sanusi II. What happened was the I think, I can't precisely recall the month, the Kano State House of Assembly passed a law which was assented by His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, Engineer Bakabir Yusuf. And in the said law, the law banish or set aside the previous law. Initially, there was a law passed by House of Assembly during the this man,
Ganduje.
the former governor of Kano State,
Ganduje.
Ganduje. Yes, sir. That law, Park Emirate was established in Kano State. So now, when this government come in, the government dissolved all the 5 emirates and make it into a single entity emirate, and then appointed His Royal Highness Sanusi Sanusi the second as the sole emir of the Kano Emirates.
Which is literally returning to what it was before. Right?
Now, oh my God, sorry. Hello, I was in.
But Masi Suleiman, are you there?
So, please.
All right. So.
Sorry, please. Sorry, I'm sorry, please.
No trouble. So yeah, I was saying that, which means what you've just described is literally what it was before. Yes.
Yeah, very well. And you see, when that is what we call powers of the State House of Assembly, and if they make that, if they exercise that powers, the powers stand as it is, and no one can stop it or can change it except the courts. Now, by this development, without necessarily going to the court, Sanusi remained the emir of Kano. Then the other party agreed and then went to the court and said, for more particularly the applicant in the enforcement of fundamental human rights in person of Alhaji Aminu Babadan Agundi, he challenged the process via filing enforcement of fundamental human rights, saying that his right to fair hearing was violated because, as he said, he is among the kingmakers. When appointment is going to take place, and being a kingmaker, he must be invited. And he went to the court and obtained an order restraining the Kano State from taking further action with regard to the implementation of the law initially passed by the House of Assembly. And he successfully got an order that nullified the presentation of the appointment letter in favor of Sanusi Sanusi. Then the next thing is the aggrieved party, the Sanusi and the Kano State government, appealed to the Court of Appeal, and then the Court of Appeal nullified the order made by the Federal High Court because it lacked the jurisdiction. And this implies that what was done by the Kano State government stand correct, and that is already by the law there is presumption of correctness. Then the position as it is now, that what was done by the Kano State government is still valid and subsisting. So this is the implication of the judgment of the Court of Appeal.
It is right now assumed by many that there's going to be a fresh trial on this matter. Is that the case?
Come again?
It is assumed, there's a perception that there's going to be a fresh trial since the Court of Appeal did not necessarily rule, give a verdict on the substance, the bone of contention here, but just spoke about, jurisdiction, and dismissed those decisions by the High Court. Is there going to be a retrial? Do you see things going in that direction?
You see, there was two judgments at the Court of Appeal. Apart from the one that I just explained,
yes,
the other one was an appeal against the judgment of the State High Court. The Kano State government filed a suit before State High Court, and the State High Court made an order and made a judgment with finality and affirmed the decision taken by the Kano State government. Then the aggrieved party, more particularly the Aminu Ado Bayero side, went to appeal, and then the Court of Appeal made an order for retrial with regard to the other case, because there are two appeals. It's important for us to understand. So, with regard to the just one that I finished explaining, then the now Kano State government said, there's no need for us to go for retrial because I'm already the owner. For instance, if I'm the owner of a calf that I'm wearing now, so there's no need for me to go to the court requesting the court to interpret who owns the calf, or there's no need for me to go to the court and request for a declaration that this calf belongs to me. There is no need. What request from the other side who challenge the ownership or who request that he is the owner or is claiming ownership of the cap that I'm wearing is in a better position and by the law to go to court and then challenge the ownership of the cap. So therefore, since the Sanusi is already on the throne, being the king or the emir of Kano State, and therefore no one is challenging his emirship, there is no need for him to go for interpretation. And there is no need for Kano State government to go for interpretation or for affirmation of the law already passed, because no one is challenging it. So this is from this side. And from the other, I feel that the Court of Appeal made an order nullify all the decisions taken by the Federal High Court. And then the aggrieved party, the Aminu Ado Bayero side, now they went to Supreme Court. So that's why it's entirely different. They have a constitutional right to appeal to Supreme Court. And now what they are doing is nothing other than exercising their right.
All right.
Do you understand?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we'll keep following the matter and see what happens with them exercising their rights. Well, I mean, there are political implications to this, and we must talk about that. The PS, since sometime last year when this saga started, when it restarted, when these laws were made, and I recall it was sometime in July 2024 that the court started giving this, the Federal High Court gave, and the State High Court gave one as well. Well, there have been several political twists. Now, part of what looks to be, gradually unfolding politically would be the personality of Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. He has just recently talked about the fact that he would not help this current administration at the federal level. He said they are his friends, but they're not behaving like his friends. So he's not going to help them, he's not going to provide counsel. As a matter of fact, he said too that they don't have credible people working with the administration of President Bola Tinubu that can come speak for the administration. Do you see that this is directly connected with his legal battle with Aminu Ado Bayero?
You are very, very right to say it's connected, because to him he was unfairly treated, because there is serious intervention of federal government into this issue. As we all know, state affairs are only meant for state affairs. Kano State, Zamfara State, and other states, and River State, these three states are facing federal intervention or interruption, so to say, politically and for whatever purposes. So now he is now the victim, because he was not allowed to enjoy his leadership. Now, for instance, it is in the history when he was removed as emir of Kano State, he was taken out from Kano State.
Yes.
And this time Ado Bayero, ordinarily he's supposed to leave Kano, to vacate Kano. And Kano State government made an order that he should vacate. I made an order directly against the police that they should execute. Then the police say, no, they cannot execute the order made by His Excellency, even though he's the chief security officer of his own state. And they requested that they can only comply with his instruction if a court of law made a pronouncement, made an order, then the police will comply. Now, the Kano State government made an order that the Commissioner of Police should eject and remove Bayero from the palace, from Kano State to other place. Then the police this time around say, no, we cannot comply with this order because the Federal High Court made an order. But again, they said, this matter is because the Kano State government alleged that Bayero is a trespasser, is a tenant at will. So therefore, there has to be a normal, proper procedure for ejection or for recovery of a premises. That necessitates the Kano State government to go to rent recovery tribunal and initiate a case. And in it, they have successfully obtained an order from the tribunal, rent tribunal, recovery of premises. They have obtained an order, and in the order, the Commissioner of Police was invited to come and execute the court order, being a law enforcement agent. And again, things that still the CP, the Commissioner of Police, refused to comply. So that shows that there is intervention from the federal government. That's why he said this. They were friends, they didn't help him, therefore he too, he cannot help them back.
Do you sense that as political horse trading begin towards 2027, just the other day we saw a very good friend of Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, that's the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, in a meeting with opposition party members, Social Democratic Party, the PDP, and some other party members, in Abuja. Do you sense that maybe there's going to be a major shift in terms of support from a northern political bloc towards President Bola Tinubu in 2027?
So most likely this is a signal. And to me, my respective position and view is this is the only way forward. It is good for them and it's good for the Nigerians. Because this government have started and we are in a situation that, God forbid, we are suffering, seriously suffering, not only from the northern part of the country, but anywhere. Look at the petroleum price at now. Look at the issue of serious inflation of everything. Look at how the price of the dollar as at now. Look at now the price of Umara going to Hajj, later Hajj. How much it is before and how much it is now.
Okay, so you are saying that there is definitely going to be a major political shift. But well, just before we let you go, Suleiman Badamasi.
And what brought on an expert in him, he has a contribution that if he can be allowed to contribute, there may be a meaningful change in the government. But because the play that they are playing now, he too has to play the other side, which will be to him detrimental to the federal government. As we are in a politics era, we are doing politics, and politics has to be done professionally and has to be done for the benefit of the state and Nigeria, and even for the benefit of the leaders, so that they will be re-elected in the next general election.
But Amasi Suleiman, well, just before we let you go, do you think that, I mean, we're seeing something in that direction, but what do you predict will happen politically in 2027? What role, though, can the, Emir play, really, politically? What role can Sanusi really play politically towards who becomes president in 2027?
We are talking about politics.
Yes.
You see, when we are talking about politics, we are talking about Chinambas. And he is in Kano.
Yes.
And he is in the north.
Yes.
His name is King of the North, northern part of the country. and he has the numbers. So obviously, he has a role to play, because politics is about numbers, about votes, and he has the votes. He can contribute. And apart from this, the physical contribution that he can make, there may be some other underground and by the way.
What
we are not.
What do you mean by underground?
You see, as an emir, he shouldn't supposed to come out physically and participate in the politics. He shouldn't. But there is something that he can do, like for instance, he can electing the people, being a knowledgeable person, that these are the category of people that are supposed to be your leaders. And this will definitely help, because awareness is important in the society. More particularly, we, the Northerners, we need awareness. We are left behind for awareness. It's a contribution that you can make.
But Amasi Suleiman, just one more before I let you go. Well, it appears that President Bola Tinubu has two powerful northernalists that we can tell right now. Two powerful northern, power brokers to deal with. Well, I take that again. Two northern power brokers to deal with. One in the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, and now the Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, who happens to be the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, definitely knows his way around politically, even though he is now the Emir of Kano. What would be your counsel to President Bola Tinubu if you had the chance? Well, this is your chance.
Before then, if you permitted me, I will correct you, because the Emir Sanusi Lamido is not a politician.
Yes.
But Sanusi Lamido, Nasir El-Rufai, as he mentioned, the former governor of Kaduna, is a fully politician, as he has been into full politics. Therefore, we can't merge the two. But though he is not a politician, so the Emir, but I believe he has a role to play.
Like you said, yes, of course, he carries some influence, yes?
Yes, of course, very well. If I can answer your question, this to me is an offer for compromise. You see, one word is enough for device. It's not being an emir, being a knowledgeable man. He doesn't necessarily request for their compromise. He may do it indirect. And they too, they may understand him this way, because we are into politics. Is even me that I'm not big enough, I will not come out into the public and show my weakness. I'm not sure that, but I will still follow my way, and the other side will understand what I mean. My advice to the president is that he will carry them along, because we are into politics, and politics is about people. He is the government of the people. The people by the people. And we are the market, we are the rulers or the governors. Therefore, it's important if we carry all of us along, because to me, it's not the issue of APC or PDP, it's the progress of Nigeria. If Nigeria can progress, so be it. It happened. Last time we are talking about PDP that destroyed the nation. Now we are into the hand of the APC, and we are still in a worse than situation that was before. So therefore, the best idea for all of us is to look at where and how are we going to have a progress in this country.
But Amasi Suleiman, barrister, solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, thank you so much for being a part of the show and shedding light on this subject matter today.
Thank you so much, bros. I really appreciate
your time. We've been talking about the Kano Emirates and the tussle there. We'll keep following the litigations, and we'll see how things go as well. The political intrigues that would follow this. Well, it's been Homo Politicus. on Enterprise TV. Thank you so much for your time. Well, you can, of course, find the handles to follow on your screen, and make sure you comment as well. Kingsley Bass is my name. Until next time on Homo Politicus.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.